girls as well at our booth, which is number 11, the booth stand. So, Richie, how are you getting on?
Okay, brilliant. Okay, Christian. So anyway, I'm nearly at the end of my technique, just to show you guys, because the technique is quite simple. When you're in the silent, sometimes the more you do, the less you see, the less you do, the more the result. It's very, very important, okay? So as I said, the most important thing is about understanding what is the focal point of the haircut, what's the haircut is saying, so you can complement it. Then from there, as the team was saying, is about understanding what is your skin tone, your complexion, your eyes level. Because understanding those three elements, then it makes you understanding what color choice and where you're going to place them. Because there's not always one color. You can have a darker one, a medium one, a lighter one. How you can complement that to make sure you frame the face. So for example, my idea here, again as the team was talking about creative consultation, instead of me using a color chart to my client, to tell them, okay, I'm going to use that color, sometimes what they see, they're never going to get it. Because you're over-promising, because you're working on an artificial piece of hair. So if you tell them something, say, I want that, then you don't get it, then you feel scared. You end up hiding back in the color room. Did my client left? No, she's still here. Because what happened, you over-promise. Does that make sense? So my approach to really what you can see here, I love using visual. So we have this book called Creative Consultation. It's a book where we teach, we give it to our students in our class. So what happened is give you a guide. For example, my inspiration is all about working with kind of a leather tone. As you can see this leather, I don't know if there's a light, you can see it very well. If I look at the leather, in some area it's more deeper, and some area is more lighter. So if I'll tell my client, where you have the geometric shape, I'll make it like a cool, neutral leather tone, where you can see the deepness to accentuate the perimeter and the strength of your haircut. When I'm walking towards the face area to complement your skin tone and your complexion, as you can see on the lighter area, there's a little bit of warmth, so I'm going to make it like a lighter leather. So you say, oh, that makes sense. So that's where we have strength, I'll go like a deeper tone, where I have more, so my focal point, something more light and warmer to complement my skin tone. That's perfect. I won't get that in a box tonight. I have to come to you. So you're committed to come to me every month or every 2 months. That's what's very, very important. So, as we say, we educate this in our class when we teach us in New York. It's about really making sure, it's about building better colorists and make sure you understand so you can own your consultation. Okay, the product, the car is a car, but the driver makes the difference. You guys are the driver of what you do. We give you guys a great product, give you the ability to really be creative with it. Okay, anyway, my last section, before I recap, as you can see, this is what I'm doing. I've done my roots everywhere with my gloss, 4/0. Light brown, very simple, everybody has that, no? There's no problem. So I block everything on the perimeter. But in the crown area, what I've done here, I've done just the roots, as you can see. Just the roots, and I'm leaving mid-length and length. That's mean, if this stays longer, this goes deeper a little bit. This one here, the same color, I'm just going to refresh it last 2 minutes. So I'm going to more like an intense one, and a softer one, but the same product. Okay, that's mean, it's all about me, not the product. Again, the product is a product, remember that, but you need a great one. That's why you need teaching. Okay, brilliant. So from there, in the French area, so what I'm doing here, I'm applying my roots again, as you can see. Walking slightly in a vertical section, the reason because it's quite heavy. If it was short to long, there's movement, I walk in horizontal. Since it's heavy, I walk in a direction so I can see my color. Alright, but if I walk in horizontal, I'll keep on covering what I do every time. It doesn't make any sense. So I walk in that direction. So from there, I walk with my high lift tint here, which is we call it digital brachial lift. Okay, it's a 100 series. I'm just using 100 over 0. 100 over 0 really is like a very, very light blonde, really soft gold. So what it's going to do here, even though the hair is colored, it's going to shift the hair and maintain the tone. So I don't have to bleach the hair, over-process it, and then tone it. It will be in one circuit. So my high lift will be able to really shift me two-tone and give it that nice tone a little bit. Because the hair, I can feel the porosity of it, it will do that. If the hair was more darker, I wouldn't get it, it's normal. But I can feel and really assess the texture of the hair. I can perform on it. Instead of me bleaching it, I use a highlight, we slightly shift it, and give it that nice kind of warm leather tone. So as you can see, I'm going to put pressure on the perimeter, just to saturate it a lot, on the length, before connecting the length. Then from there, I'll take some more product. As you can see, I'm going to slightly surface it, so there's less pressure here. So there's less, just really manipulating with the tone. Here, it's like slight shift, it's more porous. So what happened, I'm assessing the hair, I'm making the product work for the area. So I'm treating the hair like a fabric. because the hair is a fabric, so this way I'm feeding it. As I'm painting on a canvas, I'm just manipulating it. Then of course, if my client comes next season, the complexion change, I can change my tone. So I don't have to do the same thing, the hair's already light, I can be one-time gold, gold copper, more copper, depends on the season, I can just make sure my client has the versatility. Okay, anyway, as I said, my technique is quite simple. This is it. Just a quick recap, section pattern, irregular section in the fringe area, something like the same thing. On the top crown, we block color all the perimeter to give us strength. Just the roots, leave it there, the roots in front. Last minute on the basin, so massages for 5 minutes. Intense, softness, from a medium, the same color, we don't need two color. And here, just using my high lift, mid-length and length, just smudging, playing around, create like a soft movement of like a light leather, a little more warm, deep leather, soft leather. So it all blends together to be like a nice and soft story. Hope you guys like it. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Robert, are you getting
Just to recap on Danielle, much of how Richie's gone through and explained his technique as far as being able to apply the color, keeping depth and then working lighter tones of color under the mid-lengths and ends. Again, technically, on my model I've worked our gloss range, our demi-permanent color. She had pre-lightened hair, she had more of a strawberry undercoat at the root area, and in mid-lengths and ends, a much more lighter stage of lighting through mid-lengths and ends. So we've gone through utilizing 7/0 or 7th level medium blonde in our gloss range, and I've worked that with at the root area where there was the strawberry tone, because again, that undercoat or undertone supports that level of color. Then drifting or working my oyster tone, which I used 0/02 from our gloss range, which is one of our toner shades, as well as a small amount of our clear gloss with just 5 volume activator for mid-lengths and ends. And again, making sure that like when we were applying color, you probably noticed that we don't really brush it too much. We lay it on, making sure you have sufficient product on through the mid-lengths and ends. So that's the technique, working that throughout both the top and the crown area, and then also through the fringe area. And then just to come back again to revisit how we chose those tones of color. Again, utilizing our eye level. Just like clients have their levels of hair, you know, we have black, brown, blonde heads of hair, we have to also take into consideration how the eyes come into the consultation with being able to discern that, being able to pick the right color for the individual, for the look that you want to choose. And again, it gives you a guideline that you can use and follow. And again, even as this color is oxidizing, you can see how that frames the face as well as ties the eyes into the tone so much better. So again, Danielle's going to be finished up after we're done here, and then she's going to be at our booth area. All our models actually are going to be at our booth area this afternoon. You can take a look at the finished results of our girls. Thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so with Olga then again, very straightforward. We want to create something that's very eye-catching, clean and feminine. We're creating more of a pearl blonde as an all-over colour. We pre-lighten first of all using our True Light with a very low developer. And here we worked on 10 series as a toning technique as well. So again, our models will be at the booth. We kind of wanted just to take this opportunity again, because when we do a show, there's always loads of people supporting us. So we want to take the opportunity to say a huge thank you to the backstage team that's helped us, the Tigi American sort of Tigi team and family, if you like. But also, I think for us, we're a very young colour brand. We launched just over 2.5 years ago, so we wanted to really take this opportunity to say thank you to you guys. Thank you for all your support, because of your support, we're currently the fastest growing colour brand in America, and that's a huge achievement to us. So thank you very much. Thank you. One more time, come and see us at the booth. We'd love to have a chat to you and enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.